members. Sal, I'll let you go ahead and describe and explain the new addition to our
Sure.
agenda.
And all that is just for additional transparency for council. So if there is something on the agenda that would potentially benefit a council member, or if they are related to someone who's going to benefit from the action, it would just allow the council member to just disclose that, and you just abstain from it, basically. So, yeah, normally it's just a quick question, and you can just move on from it. No actions needed.
Okay. Anybody have any questions on that or anything? Okay. Item D, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that probably at our next city council meeting. We were trying to get a list of athletes and students at the school that have accomplished there's been a few accomplished some amazing feats this year, both athletically and academically, and we want to, make time to acknowledge their efforts, but we will go ahead and put that off until the next meeting. That should be kind of the end of the school year, and we're going to invite the students to come over and just acknowledge their accomplishments. Do we have any public comments? Anybody sign up? Okay, so we're going to move to.
Are you going to make a motion to table that item? Or just-
It's not a discussion item, I think,
Okay.
so we don't really have to make a motion on it or anything. So discussion and action items to be considered. Item A, discuss, consider, and take action to approve the minutes of the regular meeting held on April 2nd, 2024, and as well as the workshop meeting held on April 6th. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from April 2nd, 2024, and workshop meeting minutes from April 6th, 2024.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it. Question, is it okay that they're together?
Yes.
Okay, I second it.
So we have a motion by Councilman Condola to approve the minutes of the regular meeting held on April 2nd, as well as the workshop held on April 6th, second by Councilman Dominguez. Do we have any discussion? If we don't have any discussion, we're going to go ahead and move on with the vote. Place 1,
Yes.
place 2,
Excuse me, yes.
place 3,
Yes.
place 4,
Yes.
place 5.
Yes.
Motion carried. Item B, discuss, consider, and accept the resignation of Municipal Judge Yolanda Guerrero. About a week ago,
I'm gonna make a motion to.
I'm sorry, yeah, this is-
I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of Judge Guerrero.
I'll second.
Judge Yolanda Guerrero.
we have a motion by Councilman Dominguez to accept the resignation of Municipal Judge Yolanda Guerrero, second by Councilman Falcon. Do we have any discussion? So a few weeks ago, Judge Guerrero submitted her resignation, and myself and City Administrator Hernandez, we kind of sat with the judge and kind of talked about some of the goals that we had as for the department, and and her consideration. She was considering at the time to resign. We asked her to take some time to think about it, and then the following week she contacted us and advised us that she was going to go ahead and resign. So we will be taking steps to try to bring in a judge, even if it's on a part-time basis, to fill some of the docket needs. But we will be meeting with our attorney, city attorney, Mr. Sassi, and kind of working through that as we go along. Any other discussion?
I have some questions, but you've already got it down on the non-action. So I'll ask them then, I guess, because it covers the judge. So, but I don't have any as far as this is concerned.
From what I understand, she also wanted to resign because she was taking her only employee that she had. So she was left over there by herself, and
Well,
she didn't know how to, handle some of that stuff on her own.
well, the judge is a contractor, so she didn't have an employee. The clerk was an employee of
Well,
the
that's what I
city.
mean, yeah.
The- the-
That was who was doing most of the jobs, the work and all that stuff, but she was left out there by herself, like,
Well, we did offer the judge an opportunity to come and work out of City Hall, since the mayor's office doesn't, typically use that office when I'm there. So we did offer her an opportunity to come and work, as most contractors, they have an opportunity to make their own schedule. They don't have to be here every day. So we did offer her that opportunity to just come, when she felt like, coming and sitting down, because we were able to transfer the clerks, the software that we use, and we were able to download it onto one of the computers there at City Hall. So she was able to work out of City Hall and also assist with some of the other administrative duties there at City Hall. So we did offer her that opportunity to come
Okay.
and work there as well. But, again, we asked her to take some time and consider it, and she chose to go ahead and move forward with her resignation. Any other discussion? Okay, we'll move forward with the vote. Place 1,
Yes.
place 2,
Yes.
place 3,
Yes.
place 4,
Yes.
place 5. The motion carries. Item C, discuss, consider, and take action to approve proposed interlocal agreement between the City of Odom, San Patricio County Commissioner Lily Wilkins, Precinct 3, and Odom Little League regarding improvements at the Little League Park. Do I have a motion? So
I
with,
make a motion that we consider taking action to approve a proposed interlocal agreement between the City of Odom and San Patricio County Commission, Lily Wilkinson, Precinct 3, regarding assisting with light road repairs, motor vehicle, and heavy equipment repairs.
do I have a second on the motion? So with no motion, we have a motion with no second. The motion dies.
I think there's confusion. She was reading.
Did I do the?
You have two of them, don't you?
Yeah, there's it's C
Okay.
and D. The C-
Oh, okay.
The C is the.
Oh, I'm doing,
interlocal
I did
agreement.
D.
Yes.
You did D then?
Yes. Sorry about that.
So you're gonna rescind number C? Yes.
I thought she did do C.
Discuss, consider, take action to approve a proposed interlocal agreement between the City of Odom, San Patricio County Commission, Lily Wilkinson, Precinct 3, and Odom Little League regarding improvements at the Little League Park.
Do I have a second on that motion?
I'll second for discussion.
Okay, so we have a second for discussion by Councilman Dominguez. So we have a motion by Councilman Alvaro to approve the interlocal agreement between the City of Odom and San Patricio County Commissioner Lily Wilkins regarding the improvements to the Odom Little League, and a second by Councilman Dominguez for discussion. So Ms.
This goes with that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Ms. Lily, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor and Council, and members of the audience. So I was asked by some Little League of the board to help with some safety issues where the cars park in the front and they pull up to the fence. They said they've had some near misses where the cars have almost hit the kids that walk in front of the fence line. So they asked for some help there to keep the traffic back off the fence so that they have a walkway, and then to improve the driveways where they drive out into the grass and park. And also we were going to do a little bit of drainage where we'd slope the shoulder off the road where the water would run into the ditch and not into the field. So I got with TxDOT, and they were going to give me some what we call TCBs, which are the traffic control barriers. So they're on the river bridge. They're concrete, but they wanted to give me some nice new yellow plastic ones that are very attractive, where we can run along the front fence line of that area, and where cars still had about 25 feet or so. Was that right, Sal? It's been a while. So
About 8 feet or so away from the fence line to the barrier.
Yes,
That would be
and then
about 25 to 30 feet
for the cars to still, some small cars, not long pickups or something, but cars could still park and even watch the game, and yet there would be a safety barricade of about an 8-foot path, walking path, for the kids to come through there and them not have to worry about safety factors.
So the board members that asked you, are they here today?
No,
They're
they're not here.
Okay.
It's been quite a while. I mean,
Okay.
they approached me back in February or into January. So just working out the legal details between, and Saul's been great in facilitating that with the city of Odom and with the commissioners court back and forth and tweaking the interlocal. But that's all it was to help them out and improve the park.
Any
and
cost to the
safety.
city?
No.
No cost to the city at
No,
all?
sir. It's very minimal. I mean, really, it's more like me bringing equipment over. TxDOT's donating the barricades. So it's really more just labor for me, which I can absorb.
I'm all for that. No cost to the city.
I mean,
For the
San
kids.
Patricio
Mhm.
County, we're here to help you
That's
guys.
fine. No cost to the city.
So,
So does that have to be approved through the commissioner's court? Since it's not going to be any cost?
yes, we haven't approved it yet. Y'all approve it first and then it goes to us.
It still goes
So-
to them.
I think I sent Saul a statute that says that we could actually spend up to $15,000 in kind before we charge something. And it's not even gonna be, anywhere near that. It's just some man hours and a little bit of touch up here. The barricades, we're not paying for those. That would be a STAR request. And they seem fine with it.
They have to come to the league.
She's saying there's
Yeah, there's no cost.
Not really. I mean, I'm gonna bring a grader over, I'm just gonna drop a blade and grade a little bit and reshape, and the barricades are free, and we're gonna probably put a dump truck load of limestone and split it between some driveways. I mean, that's like
$450. So it's really, if it was going to be a great expense, we would certainly be open and transparent to let Saul know that, there might be a monetary issue, but I just don't see one. And if there was one, we would stop and consult with him before we went further. I mean,
Okay.
because we certainly don't want to get the San Patricio County in trouble or you guys.
Right. Okay.
But we do things with equipment,
In the Little League, the two representatives, Adam and Gil, are on this agreement also. So I did just speak this over with Epi, and he did mention that they would be on the hook financially also.
You talked to them?
Yes.
You've
And
been
then,
communicating with them?
yes, and they understood that because I sent it to, I think that was the initial discussion. Epi said they should be on there since, they have their own association and they are stewards of the park. And they said that was fine.
And our legal affairs attorney, Chris Dorsey, has been on this with us all along. We've met together with Saul, and your attorney also has looked at it.
Okay.
So if there is any more discussion, we had a motion by Councilman Alvaro to approve the proposal for the interlocal agreement between the city of Odom, San Patricio County Commissioner Lily Wilkins, Precinct 3, and Odom Little League regarding the improvements at the Little League. Councilman Dominguez, you'd like to?
I'll second it.
The motion second by Councilman Dominguez after discussion. If we have no other discussion or
I
comment?
have some, I wish they would come to us because we are the stewards of the park. Kind of put us in the loop instead of going.
I agree.
That's what I had a problem, like, when you said that, like,
Yeah,
we
no,
kind of want to be in the loop.
I agree. We would have known about it. That's why I said only for discussion. But you know what? When it comes to our kids.
Yeah.
I mean, how can we not?
But I
have no
understand what he's
cost?
saying. It's a city-owned park.
I agree.
So they
See,
definitely
we
have,
liable if you put something that's
Right.
not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
That's,
So
that's,
you
that's
can
all.
just have that
No.
discussion with them and let them know. If they want to do something, they need to come to us and then we'll take it from there. I agree with Jesse 100%.
I mean, good job on the project.
No, no, no.
Don't get me wrong. It's just, it is a city-owned park.
But they've been communicating with you, so.
Yes. Yeah, we've been heading over there, doing small things, keeping up with the plumbing. There was a issue with one of the stands where the pipe was just exposed, and my person went out there and filled it with foam and tried to clean it up a little bit so it wouldn't be so dangerous for anybody to injure themselves. But
Right.
it is our park. And so we need to start moving towards assisting with some of the things out there. And
And I think just for clarity, what Jesse's saying is they went to y'all, right? The Little League,
yes,
Well,
it's,
they asked you and then.
they came
Then
this
they
way.
kinda
They came this way.
So.
Right, they should've gone- well,
I
they
think what
could've
Jesse's saying is
gone
let's
to
take it
Sal.
to you, and then you can contact her, and then we're all on board.
That's correct.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what needs to be followed.
Because this would have, I mean, on just from my perspective, we should have had a workshop with the Little League so they would understand. I mean, we don't have our budget for this year doesn't have any money budgeted for the Little League.
Mhm.
Maybe for next year, depending on how we look, we might be able to budget a little bit of money for the Little League. So if there are any expenses incurred, the Little League will have to pay for them or find a way to pay for them, as minimal as they may be, because our budget is what it is. So, in the future, being able to have an opportunity for council members to say, well, let's have a workshop, let's discuss it with the Little League, have Ms. Lily show up with the council, with the attorneys. We can invite our attorney and then kind of work it out ahead of time instead of trying to figure it out here, on a Tuesday evening.
Well, the only thing they did was ask me if I would be available to do that. And then immediately they contacted Saul and he met them out there and we just kind of walked it. I thought he was y'all's representative as a council.
I think it was done right. If you
I'm
got it
sorry.
right.
Well, the only thing is that he was brought in by the county.
Well,
Well, she
He
he
just
was
mentioned
brought
it to
in
him,
by
I think.
the Little League. Didn't you meet them out there?
Yes,
Yeah.
So they
Yeah,
did call
yeah,
you.
so-
Before they met with you?
right. Because
Yes,
it
and
started,
Okay.
the conversation started there, and then I was like, okay, that's city property, so I need to get involved. What do you want to do? So I did go out there and meet with them and discuss, okay, what do you really want to do? We got to get that map that y'all have.
It was done correctly. It's just,
They're
they just asked her if she would assist, that's all.
But I do
Nothing was
agree
gonna
with the
be done.
workshop because
Sure.
let's just say that now's an opportunity that you're coming in with your heavy equipment and it's no charge. Maybe we could have done more than just what we're gonna do.
Right.
So
Well,
I think that's
they
why
were
we're
there.
talking about
Yeah.
the workshop.
True.
So I totally agree with that. You could have maybe gone a little bit further with what they're gonna do.
Okay.
Anyway. All right.
All right, so if there's no more discussion, we're going to go ahead and vote on the motion to approve the proposed agreement. Place 1,
Yes.
place 2,
Yes.
place 3,
Yes.
place 4,
Yes.
place 5. So motion carries on item C. Item D, discuss, consider, and take action to approve a proposed interlocal agreement between the City of Odom and San Patricio County. Commissioner Lily Wilkins, Precinct 3, regarding assistance with light road repairs, motor vehicle, and heavy equipment repairs. This motion by Councilman Falcon. Do I have a second?
I second.
Second by Councilman Alvaro. Ms. Lily, you're up again. I just want to say that Ms. Lily has been helping us, for a few months now, since taking office with a few things that needed to be repaired. She's graciously allowed us to use one of her maintenance guys to come and check on things for us. But, we wanted to kind of make it a little bit more official.
Yes,
so-
sir. I did too. When we started, I just thought it was a couple of things and I don't have a problem going further with it. I feel like for us to have a Caterpillar mechanic that he's a MacGyver, he can do anything. I just think that's a great thing. And he's such a good steward with time and effort. If we can save you guys money by y'all charging for your parts and then we put them on, I mean, that's thousands and thousands of dollars. So we had charged up just a few hours, I don't know, under 8. But I felt like maybe since we're, it takes a while to get maintenance equipment up. And y'all have some that really, we repaired a backhoe and then you run it a little bit and then something else shows up and something else. And then you got to keep tweaking it till you get all the bugs worked out. So this interlocal is just to continue to get some of your equipment up And then if you have some light, I think y'all did a contract with a patching company or something. I don't know if y'all did or not. I go to a lot of council meetings, but if we can help with some light road work or something like that, we'd be glad to help with that too. So this is just to kind of help get y'all over the bumps.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Any discussion?
Is there any, cost in this one?
It's again, the 15,000 kicks in. I don't foresee us using that much. Again, y'all are paying for your parts, for your equipment. We're just installing them and taking them off. And so, I mean, it's pretty, y'all getting a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what you're doing already for us. It's just-
Yeah, diesel mechanics
Thank you.
charge about 150 an hour.
I buy them Snicker bars.
Sucker.
All good.
So any other discussion? So we're going to go ahead and move forward with the vote. Place 1,
Yes.
place 2,
Yes.
place 3,
Yes.
place 4,
Yes.
place 5. Motion carries to approve the proposed interlocal agreement for the assistance in light road work and motor vehicle and heavy equipment repairs. Item D, discuss, consider, and take action to approve a proposed agreement between the City of Odom and Workforce Solution of the Coastal Bend regarding workforce solutions, providing subsidized workers for clerical and maintenance work. Do I have a motion?
I move through, item E.
I'll second it.
Motion by Councilman Falcon and second by Councilman Candela to approve a proposed agreement between the City of Odom and Workforce Solution. Okay, any discussion?
So can you kind of explain what?
Sure.
Yeah.
You've done this before, previous years. This is almost like a renewal. Basically, it's just offering at no cost to us, clerical staff, people who are basically working with Workforce Solutions, who are trying to get on their feet, get back to work, learn some new skills, and anywhere between the clerical and the maintenance area. So it just depends on we would have to vet them also, as far as us getting them on. It's no cost to us. Workforce basically subsidize their pay, so it's just extra help.
And we have done this before, and I know Billy's.
Oh, it's a good program. We've even hired some of those people. Sometimes a program works for one full year that the Workforce Solution pays, and then they give us an option. Do you want to keep them full time, or the program's done? So we've hired several people like that. It's a good program.
So it gives us an opportunity to bring in people who have, some skills already in clerical and maintenance work, and then give an opportunity to kind of train them on what the city does and what's required of them, and then of course give us an opportunity to keep them if we want later on. So I think it's a good thing for the city, and of course they subsidize their pay for a while, so that really helps us. Any other discussion? We'll move forward with a vote. Place 1,
Yes.
place 2,
Yes.
place 3,
Yes.
place 4,
Yes.
place 5. Motion carries to approve a proposed agreement between the City of Odom and the Workforce Solutions to provide subsidized workers for clerical and maintenance work. Item F, discuss, consider, and take action to approve an interlocal agreement between the City of Odom and Omni-Based Services of Texas, FTA. Do I have a motion?
Item C, the City of Odom and the Omni-Based Service of Texas, FTA.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
So I have a motion by Councilman Falcon to approve an interlocal agreement between the City of Odom and Omni-Based Services, second by Councilman Candela. And we have any discussion? Sal, go ahead, take it away. Or-
I'm gonna divert to our attorney on that. It's a little more court-based.
Excuse me. Basically, what this is, a interlocal agreement that, that's put out by DPS, the Texas Department of Public Safety, for our failure to appear program with the courts. We've got one in place already, but under the new legislative rules and regulations came out under the 88 Texas legislature, there were certain things that needed to be added or updated to the agreement that we have. And basically, that's what it did. It just outlined some of the things that were input in here under this new provisions, which is, and I'm going to read some of the changes. There's 3 of them. The changes that have been made to the contract include language and restructuring of the original interlocal agreement to provide clarity regarding the specific responsibilities held by each party. Because under the previous agreement, it didn't state what the city's responsibilities were, as well as what DPS's responsibilities are going to be. And it also there's language including what's considered indigency under the program, which is mandated under this Bill 291 of the 88 legislature. Okay. And then lastly, language to account for future changes to the current statute, either federal or state, ensuring that this agreement remains in compliance with the latest legal requirements. Okay. So those are the 3 changes that were added to this agreement. And in order for Department of Public Safety to continue to assist the city in collecting these failure to appear cases that we sent to them, we need to sign this agreement, updating it so that they can have it.
And I think Lamberger's doing that for us, isn't it? They're helping us today. Wasn't that lady there helping? I saw her putting some input, and she said she was doing this.
Line Barter does, okay, and that was a question I had for Patricia. And she kind of explained it to me today, saying that what Line Barter does is different than what these guys do. Line Barter will get the list of cases from the court, and then they'll send letters to the higher to get them to come up and pay their fine and make contact with the court. These cases here are already cases that the person failed to appear in court, or that there was a judgment entered by the court that they're failing to pay that judgment. Then we send these to Department of Public Safety, and what that does, it ties up their driver's license. Okay. So whenever they go to renew their driver's license every 7 years, if they haven't taken care of this, they're not going to be able to do that. So that's why it's important that we go and start out with this updated version.
Any other questions or any more discussion? So if we don't have any more discussion, we're going to move forward with the vote. Place 1,
Yes.
place 2,
Yes.
place 3,
Yes.
place 4,
Yes.
place 5. And motion carries to approve the interlocal agreement between the City of Odom and Omni-Based Services of Texas. Item G, discuss, consider, and take action to approve an agreement with Bain Consulting LLC for providing services related to continuity of operations, providing analysis and guidance of the fiscal year 23-24 budget, assist in development of the fiscal year 24-25 budget, property tax issues, bond, and can't even say that word, indenture, and issuance of such. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the agreement with Bain Consulting.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
So I have a motion by Councilman Candela and second by Councilman Falcon to approve the agreement with Bain Consulting LLC to provide services related to operations, analysis, and development of a budget for the next fiscal year. Any discussion?
So how long is this for? Now for a couple of months?
Put it for 5 months.
Will we be going into closed session to discuss this, since it has personnel matters involved?
We can go into executive if you want to discuss personnel issues with it. Yes. But as far as it's been for 5 months. I think it's written in a way where it's kind of, you can pick it up if you choose to do so.
Okay.
Are we able to extend it if we were needed to?
Yes, at council's approval, of course.
Since it's just, we're just I guess, approving of the previous agreement, is that correct?
Pretty much, yeah. It's just the
Um,
dates were updated and I think just some additional assistance was labeled here. As far as the assisting in development of the 24-25 budget.
So, Epi, is this something that we need to go into, I mean, executive session since it's, we've
You
already,
could go in there and discuss an executive session, you're allowed to. But, I mean, it's up to you, see what you want.
so I think let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and go into executive session momentarily so people can speak freely, and then we'll come back out and, you know, address the motion.
And just for the record, it's mainly to discuss personnel issues, not the funds itself.
Like, wait,
Yes, right. Because it does relate to personnel issues.
Okay, so it is 7:31. Thank you. And we will be right back, folks.